So, greetings Aquarius, and welcome to your horoscope. A couple weeks ago we had more planets in Aquarius than we'd seen since 1962. And one of the nice things about that was Charles de Gaulle gave Algeria its independence. So I'm like thinking, yeah, that was nice, to stop being a colonial master. Being of Irish and Lebanese descent, I've had my share of colonial masters running around through my ancestry doing things that my people didn't really ever want to have done, and taking stuff from them that wasn't really theirs, just so you did it by brute force. And so, is brute force the best way or the only way we control things? No, it's not. Actually, I mean, you look at Chinese art of warfare and you look at the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, and see how much money big corporations have made for themselves and government, and see how the government has catered to big corporations and forgot their own people. Even though the majority of people are suffering, they'd rather make sure that the top 2% stay happy, because that's their people. We're not. We're just nothing. We're just cannon fodder when there's a war, or, someone to eliminate for Agenda 21, because they want to have a planet with less people on it, so that rich people can enjoy themselves better. It's not like they weren't enjoying themselves before. I don't quite get it, but, what they have is not enough. They want what you have, too. See what I said? Go back to referring to colonial masters. They're kind of like the same people. So anyhow, for Aquarius this week, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, all in the first house. It's Pisces time, so this is about manifesting value. Sometimes your family is what's valuable to you, so things in the family can take place. Money might be of value, and this is a really good time to take stock of what your resources are. And in Neptune, I mean especially, it can give you an illusion about what you have, and Venus can make you want to spend money or eat a bunch of sweets. So those are things to look at this week. The sun there is like, well, got to be responsible about it. When it goes, and it's sure easier to make it go than make it come in most cases. All this coming and going. Here we go with and then, I think by the end of the week, the moon's going to be in your sign, so you're going to feel a little bit of a revival within yourself, because we'll be approaching, by next weekend, we should have a new moon, and all kinds of other exciting things are going to begin with that. And then Aquarius, you've got Mars and North Node in the 5th house. So if you have male children, watch what they're doing. Activities for your children in general are favored during this time. And maybe even traveling to a foreign place might be favored in this time. Things are changing, folks, and we're enjoying being part of this change. Okay. So, greetings Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope. So, this is what we got going on right now. Venus in the 1st house, lovely, you're looking so good. Sun is there, you're dynamic. Neptune is there, oh, you're somewhat elusive, maybe even spiritual, caring. But you're still going through a little bit of karma with Saturn, Jupiter in the 12th house, Mercury there, so you're really interested in messages from dreams. You're really interested in being a more spiritual person that's got it together, that's got their life in a better place. This weekend could be demanding on you. You might be making public appearances, you might have to work. It's really interesting to me that the people that get all the government holidays, they act like everybody, oh, this is a holiday for everybody. It's not, first responders, frontline workers, most of them are working on weekends or working on holidays. They don't necessarily get things. Oh, people shouldn't go to work sick. Well, do they have sick pay? Do they have money? Do they lose their job if they don't show up to work? there's a lot of different consequences, and the wealthier you are, the less difficult it is for you to face those consequences. And for people who are just on edge, which is like half of the country right now, it's not really fair to make any kind of judgment or assessment about them. And in fact, it doesn't really help you. Comparisons don't work. But it's like, wouldn't it be nice if everybody had that opportunity, and even if they didn't get the holiday that week, they'd get a floating one for another weekend? That everybody gets supported, and everybody gets a little bit of something to make their life easier. That's what I would like to see. And for Pisces, I think that you hold a lot of sway, and I said this last week too, because you're in the middle of where all the planets, all the grahas are right now, and so you're kind of like ground zero. And what do I think of Pisces and ground zero? It's ground zero for caring, ground zero for being creative, ground zero for having faith and looking towards spiritual answers, ground zero for accepting diversity, and that it's a much richer planet because we're all different and we're not the same. Thank you for tuning in. And if you like this video, please share it with a friend, subscribe, like, hit the bell notification. I love your comments. Keep them coming. Planetary Persuader with Cosmic Kev. Have a cosmic weekend. I'll be with you again next week.